Hi, I'm Jade. Today I am bringing you a yoga gentle flow for menstrual cycle. So if you're having any tension, pain, bloating, any discomfort in that area or the abdomen, this is a really nice gentle flow for you. A lot of people think that they can't do any yoga during their cycle, and that is a misbelief. This is actually a wonderful way to alleviate a lot of pain that you're having, also to help to move things along, so help the flow. All right, we're going to be doing a little twisting, and then also moving the spine a little bit, and then finding some poses to bring some more comfort, okay? So make sure that you have a block today, or if you don't have a block, you can use a bolster, and then a nice soft area to work out on. You can use a nice soft blanket, a mat, whatever works for you. We're not doing a lot of movement today, but I want you to find some comfort and stability. So grab a glass of water, and I hope you feel lots of relief from this flow. I'll meet you on your mat. Friends, let's come into a seated pose with our knees up and our feet on the floor. Just take a deep breath. Bring your hands just behind your thighs here and into the hamstrings. We're just going to sit up nice and tall, close the eyes, and just start to bring a little movement into our spine. So find your balance. Take a breath into the lungs. Try to sit very long through the spine, so reaching out the crown of the head. Let's take an inhale. What we're going to do is pull the chest forward as we round the spine forward. So elbows are pointed back. We're arching through the upper body. And then as we begin to exhale, we're going to begin to lower down, rounding the spine. Keeping the hands behind the legs. You may need to bring them down a little bit. Using a little bit of the core here. Again, as we inhale, we're going to bring the body up, pull the heart up. Pull it forward, shoulders come back, a little cow pose, and then cat pose as we round to exhale. Pulling the spine back, chin comes down to the chest. So just a little movement as we draw that breath into the body, awakening the lungs, awakening the spine. Exhale again. A little contraction in the belly as we pull the spine back. And then inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale to round the spine. Inhale to arch. Just moving with your breath a few more times. Draw your breath in. Try to really create that bend from the upper spine. So begin to really pull the heart up and forward. And then as we exhale, we're contracting the belly. Again, the chin's coming down to the chest. Opening the shoulder blades away from each other. Stretching the back out. Last time, inhale. Arching and exhale, rounding. This time, reach the arms forward, keep the belly contracted, and then come all the way down to the mat. Find your center within your mat. Keep your knees up here just to begin. Just tuck the shoulder blades. Take a breath into the lungs. Exhale. Soften the belly and the ribs down into the body. Let's press into the feet to pull the tailbone down, just finding that alignment within the spine. Make sure that we're nice and flat into the earth right now. And just begin to reach the arms to the side. You can bring the palms flat to the floor. Let's inhale. Breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're going to lift the knees all the way into the chest. Just bring the arms around the legs. And just a little Apanasana. Rock here, just side to side. Just massaging the lower spine. And just moving with your breath. All right, so this time what we're gonna do is extend the right leg all the way down to the floor, straight out in front of you. Bring your hands just around the front knee of that left leg, and we're just gonna open. So think of pulling the knee towards your body and then opening the knee out to the side. And then we're just going to bring it back into the body, back to center. So you can pull it closer to the center midline area. And then again, just pulling it out. So we're actively pulling the knee into the body. Just creating a little bit of openness within the hip. Just massaging the hip joint out. So remember to keep breathing through this movement. We're just opening, softly and closing. Trying a little blood flow, lubrication to the hip joint, relaxing the hips. Last time, bring it out, and then bring it in. And this time what we're gonna do is extend your right arm just out to the side. We're gonna begin to twist all the way over, bring that right knee to the right side body. Try to keep that left shoulder down onto the floor. If you'd like, you can put a bolster to the side, or you can use a block to rest your right knee on top of, and just let that knee fall to the side, to the right side of the body. You can bring your hand on top of the knee. Let your left arm just collapse to the side of your body. Just relax here. A little twist. Helping your body to detox, to release. You can keep your head facing up, or you can twist to look to your left side if that feels good to you. If not, you can stay looking up. So just listen to your body today in this moment. Just see where you're at. Remember, don't push it or force it to do anything it's not ready to do today or in this moment. Just breathing in, nice and slow. Breathing out, just try to relax here. Trying to allow that exhale to give us permission to relax, completely surrender. Last deep breath in, and then exhale. We're going to bring that knee back up very slowly and carefully, so you can use your hand to bring it back up. And then bring the right knee in, and Apanasana squeeze, just a little side-to-side rock. And then we're gonna switch it up. So we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So go ahead and extend your left leg straight out all the way down to the ground. And we're just going to reach around the front of the right knee, pull the knee in towards you. So when we do this, you may notice a deep stretch in that left hip flexor of the straight leg right now. We're just allowing a little stretch deep from the right leg to the left leg, in that groin area. And then same thing, we're gonna open as we pull the knee in, pulling it out to the side, and then again, pulling it towards the center, crossing over the midline just a little bit. Just moving with your breath, so closing your eyes if that feels really good for you. Just trying to become in tune with your body, with your breath right now. Letting go of anything else, just trying to let the pain just melt away. Just focusing on your movements, focusing on your breath. Just pulling the knee out to the side and back in. Just trying to keep the shoulders flat to the floor. Remember to stay balanced in the body. Let's go ahead. Last time, we're gonna bring that knee all the way across. So when you get there, go ahead and pull that left hand around the front. You can extend your right arm out to the side and then begin to twist. So very slow, subtle twist again. If you'd like to use a block right here between the knee and the floor, or a bolster, whatever you have close by. And just try to relax that right knee towards the left side. Remember to keep the shoulders both flat to the floor. So if you notice as you twist your right shoulders coming up, go ahead and use something between your knee and the floor. Just try to settle here. Begin to really tune into that third eye, that sensation of turning inward. Just draw your attention to that center right here in the forehead and just notice your body. Try to turn in and notice your body, all the movement within your body, whether it's your breath, whether it's your internal system, it's your heart. Just drawing your focus there. Just begin to relax and settle here. Okay, when you're ready, let's very carefully bring the knee right back up. And then let's bring that left knee in, Appanasana, squeeze side to side very softly. All right, you guys, let's bring our feet flat to the floor, and then what we're gonna do is bring the knees out to the side, coming into our Supta Baddha Konasana, our reclining butterfly pose, and let the knees just fall outwards. If you need to use blocks, pillows, bolsters, whatever you have close by under the knees, you can do so. If this is hurting, to release completely. Otherwise, you can bring your hands just onto your belly. Let the arms be heavy, elbows can be out to the side. Feet are touching. Just breathing into your belly. Just draw your breath in through your nose. So your heart lifts, your lungs expand, your belly lifts. And then exhale. Belly releases, heart, chest. Again. In through the nose, just feeling your body, drawing that breath in. And as we exhale, begin to imagine everything just releasing out of our bodies. All the tension. Just try to be heavy here. Just letting the face melt down below you. The eyebrows be heavy. The shoulders, the cheeks, everything. Just let it go right now. Let it release. Tuning into your breath, tuning into your body. Just try to find that feeling of just release. Just finding that feeling of calmness, of stillness. Let's take a few more breaths here. Nice slow inhales. Fully expanding into the lungs, into the belly. Slowly let the belly release, the lungs release. Last time. And then when you're ready, bring your knees up. You can use your hands to bring your knees up and then bring them right back into the chest. Appanasana, just side to side, little massage. Let's bring the feet to the floor, and this time we're going to bring the arms up above the head and then fly them out to the side. You can use your hands, your elbows to roll all the way up. We're gonna cross the legs in front of us and then just bring the hands flat to the floor, stepping right back into our plank pose. Release the hips all the way down, coming all the way down with our chest and forehead to the floor. Palms are right at the chest, elbows pointed back, drawing the shoulders down. We're going to press into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the heart up, just a baby cobra. And then exhale, release the forehead back down. All right, next inhale, let's roll back up again. Baby cobra, Sabujikasana. And almost feel as though you're pulling the floor back. It's really opening that heart forward. And then exhale, release back down. Last time, let's lift the heart up. Maybe lifting the body all the way up into seal pose. And then curling the toes, lifting the hips up and back into our downward facing dog. Step all the way forward. Walking very slowly into our forward fold. So letting the chest just fall on top of the thighs, bending the knees. You can either let the hands just hang here, or you can bring them to opposite elbows, just hanging in ragdoll. So letting the upper body be completely relaxed. Let gravity take over. Finding your balance with your feet and the length through the legs. And then when you're ready, bring the hands back to the floor. We're going to sit all the way back down again. All right, so let's bring the feet to the floor. Same thing that we did before, only this time we're going to reach the arms up overhead as we inhale. Exhale, reach the arms forward, round the spine, coming all the way back down to the mat. Let's tuck the shoulder blades back down. Bring the heels in towards the glutes. Knees are pointed up. Just bring the hands to the side of the body. We're going to press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. So make sure the shoulders are down. We have space in the neck before we lift up. And we're just going to lift the hips up slightly, not all the way. So we're going to go about 60% here. All right, make sure that those heels are right under the knees as we lift up. And then as we lift here, just drawing the tailbone towards the back of the knee. So you want to pull it down. Just a little squeeze in the lower glutes. Make sure to keep the knees level with the hips so they're not going to fall out to the side. And then as we exhale, bring it back down. Let's bring it back up on an inhale. Maybe a little bit higher this time. And breathing here. On your next exhale, let's release back down again. And let's do that one last time. We're going to lift all the way up. So this time, see if you can go a little bit higher. And release all the way back down. Again, let's bring the knees into the chest, Apanasana squeeze. And extend your legs all the way out again. Same thing as before. We're going to reach the arms up overhead, taking a deep breath in. Reaching through the side body, fly the arms out to the side. Bring your hands and your elbows to the floor and roll all the way up. Knees are going to come up. And then go ahead and cross the legs in front of you. Bring the hands right back to the floor. We're going to step back into a tabletop. This time what we're going to do is bring the toes to touch. Knees are going to come out to the side. We're going to sink the hips right back into a Balasana pose. So let the body just fall between the legs. Bring your forehead all the way down to the earth. And drawing a full breath into the ribs. And releasing the body even further between the legs on an exhale. And breathe in again. On your exhale, we're going to roll up all the way through each vertebra. And then we're just going to bring the knees to touch. So we're sitting on the heels. Legs are now together. Sit up nice and tall. You can just bring your hands onto your thighs for a moment. So closing the eyes. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. On your next inhale, let's reach the arms just out to the side and straight up to the sky. So create that space through the side body. As you inhale deeply, feel everything just lifting up towards the sky. Let the legs be heavy. And we're going to begin to exhale, twisting towards your left side. So you can bring your right hand to the inside of that right knee. Release tippy fingers behind you since we're elevated up. So just a little subtle twist. Don't force anything here. So we're not using our hands to push and twist to the left side. We're just creating a little stability. Make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. We're not arching back, moving forward. Just gazing softly to the left side. You can close your eyes. Remember to breathe in and exhale. Breathe out, twisting a little bit further, just using your core, not your hands. Let's bring the hands right back up. Inhale. Let's do the same thing to the opposite side. So we're going to twist towards the right side this time. Left hand comes to the inside of the left knee. Right hand right behind you. Fingertips to make sure that your spine is nice and straight. Maybe closing the eyes. Just a soft, gentle twist to your right side. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and then exhale, releasing the arms just to the side. So what we're gonna do is bring the feet just out to the side. Let's keep that left knee bent and then bring the right leg straight out to the side slightly, okay? So it's in front of you, but off to the side. Bottom of the left foot is gonna be against the inner right thigh. Left knee is pointed out to the side. All right, so make sure you're able to sit up nice and tall. I'm gonna turn slightly so you can see me. And then what we're gonna do is just bring the arms up on a deep breath in. I'm gonna exhale, twist over to your right side, releasing the hands just to the floor. So we're gonna come in for just a very soft bend to the right side. So you can bring your hands behind the knee if you'd like. You can also stack pillows here or bring a tall block here to release your forehead onto. What you wanna make sure is that you're not rounding the spine too much. You're keeping the core a little strong. And you're able to soften into this pose. So we're just stretching out the lower spine as we open the hips up. You can move the head side to side. Ready, come on back up. Arms are gonna come up overhead and release them just down to the floor. Let's go ahead and switch it out. So now your left leg is gonna extend out to the side. Bottom of the right foot is to the inner left thigh. We're gonna do the same thing. So make sure you're able to sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands up on an inhale, twisting slightly to the left side, and then just release the hands on an exhale. You can walk your hands forward a little bit. You can bring them underneath the leg, wherever it feels comfortable. And just surrender where you feel most relaxed. You're able to feel that subtle stretch on the lower spine, the side body. belly right back up. Arms are gonna come up for breath in. Exhaling, releasing the hand just beside you. So we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna extend that right leg out, this time to the side. And you can either stay upright, you can bring your hands on your inner thighs, you can step tall, you can stay upright. You can also begin to, on an exhale, walk your hands forward, coming into your forward fold with wide legs. Just releasing down where you feel the most comfort. Maybe you can even come in for a little rock side to side if that feels good to you. To focus on your breath in and your breath out. Next inhale, we're going to come right back up and go ahead and bring your knees up, feet to the bottom of the floor, and let's just bring the knees side to side, just relaxing the hips a little bit. Windshield wipers, hands are behind you for support. Right, you guys. So let's go ahead and face forward again. We're going to bring the bottom of the feet right back down to the floor. Knees are pointed up. And this is a really good one to use blocks or even a bolster. So go ahead and grab your block or bolster and put it next to you. And what we're going to do is same thing we did before. Reach the arms up on an inhale. Arms are going to come forward and exhale, rolling all the way back. A little bit of a cat pose as we roll back. Make sure the shoulders are flat onto the floor. Bring the feet in towards the glutes again. Let's come in for our bridge pose once again. So hands flat beside you. We're going to tuck the tailbone down, so pulling the tailbone down towards the heels. Taking a deep breath in, and then exhale, lifting the hips up slightly. Knees are pointed forward. Just staying here lifted, making sure that you have space in the neck. And then release the hips down. Take a breath. On your next inhale, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lift the hips up again. And stay here. A little bit higher this time. Sometimes when I get up to this position, I like to retuck my shoulders and pull them down. And that just assures that I have that space in my neck, because sometimes when I lift my hips up, everything kind of crunches back up in my upper body. So just realigning yourself, making sure that everything stays centered and with best alignment as possible. So just always adjusting. And then go ahead and release the hips back down. And let's lift up again, all the way up, a little bit higher this time. So this time what we're going to do is grab your block or your bolster, and we're going to lift high enough so we can place it underneath of us. So if you're using a block, you can place it on the lower setting, if you'd like, underneath the tailbone. If you want to go a little bit higher, you can place it on the higher setting. All right, so just listening to your body, whatever feels good for you, okay? Make sure those shoulders are tucked all the way down underneath, and you're just going to make sure that you release your tailbone on top of this. So pulling the tailbone down towards the knees, so that way then we're releasing the top of the tailbone to the block, okay? So wherever you are, come all the way down, release, take the tension off your legs. We're settling into this new position without actively using our muscles to stay here. And this time what we're going to do is bring the knees up, so bring them just up above the hips, and then go ahead and begin to extend them straight up. Now, if you'd like to do the legs up a wall, you can. You can bring your body right up to the wall and do this. But I always find that lifting my hips up, elevating them up a little bit higher, just allows for a lot of relief when I'm on my menstrual cycle. It just is the only thing that seems to help me feel a lot better. So just getting everything up above the heart. You can place your hands on your stomach. I have them on my stomach here. You can put them on your hips, wherever it feels comfortable, or you can put them down on the floor next to you. I just want you to find some comfort and the ability to settle and relax in this pose. Remember to keep breathing. Just noticing all the sensations, maybe through your legs. You may feel relief like I do. You may also feel a tingling sensation, maybe a flow downward. Just paying attention to this. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees back in, lower your feet all the way to the floor. You can remove your block off to the side, your bolster, whatever you're using. And then we're just gonna bring the hips back down. So taking a breath here, readjusting yourself, so tucking the shoulder blades. Let's roll the tailbone back down. Make sure you have space in the neck, maybe rocking the head side to side. Bring the hands just alongside the body, palms are flat to the floor. And I'm gonna move up just a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. And what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna bring the knees above the chest. We're gonna press into the palms and roll the hips up above the chest. So make sure that we're pulling the shoulders down. The hips are above the chest. We're using the core to lift up here, and then we're gonna extend the feet just behind us. Now you can keep the knees bent if you'd like, and bring the knees just out to the side here, releasing the tippy toes to the floor. Taking a breath, you can bring the hands onto the back, pressing the triceps into the floor, or you can even bring the hands overhead and grab onto the feet. Whatever works for you and feels really good to you. When you're ready, bring the hands right back down to the side, and very slowly and controlled, using your core, roll all the way back down onto the mat. Very carefully bring the hips back down and then the feet down to the mat. And what we're going to do is come in for our Supta Baddha Konasana again. So releasing the knees off to the side, feet are touching. You can bring your hands to your heart this time. Again, just completely surrendering here. Feeling your heartbeat beating into your hands. When you're ready, you can lift the knees right back up. Lift the knees up into our Apanasana pose. Just rocking side to side. This time let's let the knees just fall to one side. Use your top hand to press yourself all the way up. And then let's meet in a cross leg Sukhasana pose. So sitting up nice and tall, closing the eyes. Let's bring the hands out to the side as we inhale, full deep breath in. And draw your hands through heart center, dropping your chin down to your chest. Let's do that again. Opening your arms out to the side as we inhale fully. And then again, dropping your hands right through heart center. You can release your hands just into your lap. Bringing your chin down to your chest, closing your eyes. Allowing your knees to be heavy, your legs to be heavy. Just honoring your body. Appreciating your body for its natural abilities. And just using the tools that we have to alleviate the tension and the pains within us during this time. And trying to take our minds off of it. And focusing on breathing deeply and allowing some flow within us. I hope you feel a little bit better, a little more relaxed. Thank you for meeting me today. Namaste, until we meet again.